Dude, being a groundskeeper on a golf course like this would be incredible. Wake up every day, get to be the first one out on the golf course. Not swinging any clubs, hitting any balls, but making it look all pristine and beautiful. What a cool job. What's up? It is Wednesday. Monday we recorded. That's the last video I put up. Tuesday I edited it, got it uploaded. Today, another day to record. We are driving through the neighborhood, per usual, making sure our vision stays clear. If anybody thinks that I'm doing this for the video, by the way, driving through this neighborhood, just keep watching, because I've been doing this shit since I found this neighborhood by the house. We are on our way to the gym. Muscle group this morning is triceps. Knock out the triceps, head home, sauna. Now I've been saying that, but then I get home late and I can't do it. But I still get to do it at night after the cold plunge. But I'd really like to do it in the morning too. Today we have a 9 o'clock meeting per usual on Wednesday with the team. We do kind of a deeper dive into some of the topics that got brought up more surface level on Tuesday. And then we got to cut that short because at 10:30, super excited, we have a design meeting with the contractors and the building architects, and we'll be doing this every 2 weeks for the next, I think, couple months. After that, I've got to meet with one of our B2B guys. I'm going to meet with him, see how things are going since the one employee went remote late last week, and we had our meeting with him Monday. Just make sure that there's been good contact and that there's good fluid movement still, and there's been no issue or concern. After those meetings, we'll do our cardio, then we'll move on to those emails, follow-up phone calls, etc. Then they're calling for some pretty gnarly storms, I think, tonight here in the Kansas City area. If it's not absolutely terrifying, we'll come to the gym, we'll get our workout done. It is a metal fucking building, and so I don't think that, you know, putting myself in harm's way of potentially getting fucking electrocuted is a good idea. So I don't know what we'll do, because truth is, we're not gonna fucking skip that workout. It's too bad it wasn't this morning, because this workout, the strength training workout, and the cardio, well, that's inside anyways. I don't got a fucking excuse for that one. You know, I would have skipped this morning, but not evening. I love it. So I got to figure out what to do. That is the day up. Didn't sound very exciting, but I promise I'm going to make it exciting.
Yeah. Wake up, wake up. Wake up. Hands on the floor, push-ups till my arm feel torn. Look up, talking to the Lord, make me ready for the war. Sweat drip on the mat like rain, Bible open on the weight rack stain. 1 rep for the grace you gave, 2 reps for the man you playing. Flesh weak, but the spirit got dry. Got the cross on my chest when I slide. They gon' talk, I don't answer that noise. I just lift that fear till it dies. I was running from the pain no more. Now I run at the painful force. Every plate that I rack on the ball like I'm stacking no faith for the storm. Let's go. I own my grind, yeah, I own my grind. Camera wheels got in my corner when I told that line. I push past limits, I bury that pride. If the cross in the center, then the weight gon' ride. I own my grind, yeah, I own my grind. Own it. Purpose in my lungs every time I climb. Every time. I don't chase fame, I just chase His sign. If the Lord say go, then I don't ask why. Nah. Rack sharp, heart on fire. I don't flex fear, I retire. Devil in my ear like quit that shit. I turn pain up higher, higher. Whole squad yelling one more cam. Got grace in the callus on my hands. I was lost in the dark, now I'm dead, lifting out of that sand. Scripture in my headphones loud. Every bar like a battle cry now. Every mile on the treadmill feels like I'm running that narrow route. I fail, then I re-rack, wait, I fall. Then I reset faith in the ceiling. They can't build on earth.
So, double it first to make sure we have enough. 3/4 cup of peanut butter is next. So you're gonna want to do like right there. You didn't know this was the Cameron baking show?
Tell them what we're making.
We're making peanut butter chocolate chip energy bites.
Because we got them from Clean Eats, because they have some healthy desserts there, but they are expensive. We eat them fast, or I do. Well, yeah, but we're gonna lose some from what sticks on the cup.
Well, you're gonna take the spoon and you should have a rubber spatula. But
Ask me how many times I washed my hands today.
Cameron.
Yeah, what?
3/4 cup of honey.
Not quite enough. Almost. What, you guys don't have 2 opened honeys in your cabinet like us?
One of them's from our church from Wisconsin. Okay, and then we need 1.5 cups of mini chocolate chips, but you got regular sized.
Yeah, but that's what they had in theirs. And they were good. How much?
1.5. Maybe just 1.
Maybe the whole bag. 1.5 is going to be this whole bag. Yeah, 1.5 is going to be this whole bag.
Can you tell why we got double chins? Okay, it says you can put a dash of salt. We don't really need that. But...
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do this salt. What's a dash?
Like
a pinch? Or maybe just one of these? Okay.
That's a little much.
So maybe 1/4 teaspoon, which would be half of this.
Yeah.
Mix it up, Gina. What about like a metal spoon? That's it? Well, I mean, some of that looks brown, some of it still looks dry. I feel like this is the man's part of the job anyways.
You gotta refrigerate it for about 30 minutes.
And then make the balls?
Yes. Store the balls covered in the fridge for up to a week. So.
These won't last a week. Alright, put it in the fridge.
Yeah. Like sooner rather than later, so that way when we're done you can go exercise?
Yes.
See, ladies, that's how you keep your man. You get him out of the house so you can play Call of Duty.
Selfie.
That's the 2nd day in a row
That what?
that I've had frozen food still in my thing.
How long do you put it in for?
3 minutes.
3.5 minutes. I've never had a problem, and that's how long I've put it in for. Alright, so after this, after we destroy these balls, the ones in the fridge, we're gonna go to the
Nelson Atkins Art Museum.
Nelson Atkins Art Museum over by the plaza in Kansas City. And it's free.
What happened to these?
Told you weren't gonna like them.
You got them before.
No. I have gotten them before, but babe, it's just sparkling water with a dash of flavor. I knew you wouldn't like it. I'll drink it in a second. Just set it down. Ghosts. Had a good day at work. Had our morning meeting at 9. The architect design meeting on the new building at 10:30. Didn't run too long. Got some stuff taken care of with ownership. And then we just made our, whatever she called those things, protein energy balls or something like that. I got some new music. You guys want to hear my new music?
Cover up, can't hear me yet. Oh, yeah.
The museum's closed, so we are gonna find something else to do. We gotta go get Cohen some new shoes, because she only can fit into a pair of shoes for about 3 days, and then it's time for the next size.
I've had my white shoes for a while.
That's true. She's had her white shoes for about 3 months. We're gonna go shoe shopping instead for her, since that takes precedence, that takes priority. And then it's in a nice shopping area, so I don't know. Mom's looking for something for us to do, otherwise we might just walk around and shop.
Hammer down shoes on the gravel road. Little lion heart and an oversized coat. Every time they called, he was halfway there. Blood on his knuckles and dust in his hair. First one running when the trouble came. Standing in the door calling out their names. Pick on someone bigger if you wanna fight. He took every hit just to keep them in the light. I was a shield, I was a sword. I gave it all, never keeping score. First to the fire, last one to fall. But when I cried out, nobody came at all. Thought I was empty, broken on the floor. But God filled my arms till they can't hold more. Got a good wife, 3 little girls at my door. That's all I need. All I need anymore. Hospital chairs, courtroom rows. He was there early, everybody knows. Sleep on the sofa, shoes by the bed. Waiting on a phone that never rang back instead. Then one night.
Now dump it on the counter?
Do it. Dump on the counter.
No, Mom doesn't want me to dump it on the counter, so I'm just gonna make balls. We can just make balls. That's fine. Can you help me?
Yeah. You think if we just leave it in there, it'll be too... You'll eat too much?
Like this?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. How big of balls are we going for here? Like that? That's what I think when we got them in place.
Don't eat all of them in your makeup. But then you won't have none.
Are you grumpy with me?
Look.
Doesn't help if you eat them all makeup. Such a good feeling. It's the feeling of snacks. Alright, so it didn't make that much. And we did 3 times the servings.
But you were eating some before we left Ian Durham.
Too long.
I'm not lying.
Amen. I was a shield, I was a sword. I gave it all, never keeping score. First to the fire, last one to fall. But when I cried out, nobody came at all. Thought I was empty, broken on the floor. But God filled my arms till they can't hold more. Got a good wife, 3 little girls at my door. That's all I need. All I need anymore. Yeah, that's all I need. Yeah, that's all I'm praying for. My good wife, my 3 little girls. That's all I need.
It's 6:03. It's that time for the circuit workout. Jacked up. Love this workout. Tired. Probably ate one too many of those energy balls. We got to come up with a different name for those. Call them protein boulders. Well, I don't know, but we're not going to call them balls. I'm not going to talk about eating balls all the time. And I do like them, and I'm going to eat a lot of them. So, anyways, we'll come up with a different name. They were thinking that we were going to have some weather. And I know I mentioned earlier that I was hoping that the weather wouldn't be too bad. But obviously, as you can tell, sun is shining. It's 80 degrees, 78 degrees it says. But the truck's not always accurate. Had a lot of fun this evening with the girls. Just out kind of, looking for something to do. It was pretty outside when we went shopping. And we got Co some shoes. That was interesting. Cohen is, all of our girls have different style, and Cohen is definitely more of our comfort girl, dresses for comfort. I was really proud of her because we were picking out shoes, and I could just tell that all the ones everybody was picking out and, asking her, ooh, Co, how about these? How about these? She'd try them on and she would say they feel good. She's a little weird about how shoes fit. Most of my girls are. And she would say, yeah, they feel good. They feel good. But she was not getting excited about them the way you would think a 9-year-old would get excited about new shoes, kind of like she had in the past. And so I just said, hey, Co, just get up and walk around and we'll all keep our opinions to ourselves. And you tell me what shoes you want. Which ones do you think you would like? And she went straight to a black and white pair of boys' Nike shoes. And I said, yeah, those are fucking sweet, because they were sweet sneakers. I just said, they are technically in the boys section, which I wasn't telling her that because I didn't think she should want them. I just wanted to make sure that she knew. I didn't want that to come as a surprise from someone else and her feel like I misled her. And I just said, they are boys' shoes, but they are sick. Is that what you want? She goes, yeah, I don't care. So I was really proud of her. Not because I encourage my girls to wear boy shit. But shoes really is one thing where I'll be honest. Like, I have shopped for shoes for myself my whole life. And I grew up in a family of 5 boys and 1 girl. And our shoes were always fucking sick. I don't really remember what kind of shoes my sister wore. Yeah, as we started looking around, like the options for Co and for the girls was pretty slim. But the boys section was huge. And, you know, they got some sick ass shoes for boys. And anyways, it was cool. So had a lot of fun with them though, shopping. And then we just came back to the apartment because they've got a cool game room up there. Pool table, ping pong table, you know, an oversized Connect 4, that the girls like playing. So yeah, it was just kind of fun. Rained a little bit while we were up there. Sun immediately peeked right back out, started blazing through them clouds again.
See Wills. Lord, you know what it is. Woo, woo. Wake up, hands on the floor. Push-ups till my arms feel torn. Look up, talking to the Lord. Make me ready for the war. Sweat drip on the mat like rain. Bible open on the weight rack stand. 1 rep for the grace you gave. 2 reps for the man you planned. Flesh weak, but the spirit got dry. Got the cross on my chest when I slide. They gon' talk, I don't answer that noise. I just lift that fear till it dies. I was running from the pain no more. Now I run at the painful force. Every plate that I rack on the bar like I'm stacking the faith for the storm. Out my grind, out my grind. Camera wheels, God in my corner when I told that line. I push past limits, I bury that pride. If the cross and the sinner, then the weight gon' rise. Out my grind, out my grind. Purpose in my lungs every time I climb. I don't chase fame, I just chase his sign. If the Lord say go, then I don't ask why. Nah, rat, chalk, heart on fire. I don't flex fear, I retire. Devil in my ear like quit, that said I turn. Pain up higher, whole squad yelling one more. Damn, got grace and the callus on my hands. I was lost in the dark, now I'm dead, lifting out of that sand. Scripture in my headphones loud, every bar like a battle cry now. Every mile on the treadmill feels like I'm running that narrow route. I failed and I re-rack weight, I fall then I reset fate. Ain't a ceiling nigga build on earth and my God can't elevate. Out my grind, out my grind. God in my corner when I told that line. I push past limits, I bury that pride. If the cross and the sinner, then the weight gon' rise. Out my grind, out my grind. Purpose in my lungs every time I climb. I don't chase fame, I just chase his sign. If the Lord say go, then I don't ask why. This ain't love, this is calling. Every setback, just distraction of the armor. If I slip, I'm crawling, still moving forward. Cause the spirit in my stride hit harder. On my back, but the burden feel light. Got the word in my mouth when I fight. If I'm breathing, I'm believing on sight. Turn the pressure to pray in the night, amen. Out my grind, out my grind. God in my corner when I told that line. I push past limits, I bury that pride. If the cross and the sinner, then the weight gon' rise. Out my grind, out my grind. Purpose in my lungs every time I climb. I don't chase fame, I just chase his sign. If the Lord say go, then I don't ask why.
All right, sweet. So that was a good workout. I swear I changed my shirt because I'm gonna pick up the girls and we're gonna go find a cool spot to get a photo of me for the banner photo of the YouTube channel. Because right now I've still got like a very formal kind of headshot style setup when I thought I was gonna do more, you know, business related, more educational stuff. Yeah, fuck that. Whose idea was that shit anyways? So I brought a change of clothes, but here's to prove. This is the soaking wet white shirt I was just wearing. Here's the hat that I was wearing. Anyways, if you don't believe me, I don't give a fuck. I didn't talk a lot in today's video. I'll be honest, I want to post a lot of videos so that someday when people know who I am and where these videos are, they have a lot to watch. And I don't want to just talk to talk. So if there's times that I don't feel like I have a lot to say, I just don't say anything. Workday went semi-unexpected, so really I didn't share any of the workday. Not that I would have. It was kind of a frustrating day anyways. Not like the best day to showcase a day at work. So we got some sweet shots. That's what we like to call them, right?
Yeah.
Got some sweet shots at the perfect time with some sunset. Probably won't be the only ones we get because I want these photos to look sick. I don't know why. This is typically the part of this stuff that I have the most fun with. Like back in the day, these were the things I would do that I would use as an excuse to procrastinate on actually doing the thing, right?
Yeah.
That? So anyway, you know, it kind of feels earned that I put some videos out. You know, I put myself in uncomfortable situations. Now to come out here after the fact and get these photos felt pretty good. So thanks, Boo, for your help. You want some daps?
You can sit.
All right, that's it. That's all she wrote.